Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
For the right guy, all you're gonna have to do is exist. Thank you.
You keep telling yourself that, princess, but when reality hits, oh, it's just gonna hit you hard.
I am currently really struggling to understand the universe's plan for me. I don't get it. It's like I have so many wonderful things that I can share with somebody else. And it seems like whenever I even get the tiniest glimpse of hope, just the tiniest, it immediately disappears. Like, oh, I went on a second date with somebody else and connected with them, and I want to try to pursue that. You were great, though. You were great. But I was just second in line, I guess. And every time I say, that's okay, because what's meant for me will find me. I truly believe that. But it's really hard to continue to stay hopeful and positive when just nothing works out. Like, nothing. And I'm not going to settle. I don't want to lower my standards or accept less than I deserve because I would rather be alone. But my God, it's so draining. Dating is draining. And I just can't keep doing it. So at what point do you just accept being single forever? I don't know.
When you stop telling yourself you deserve stuff for some reason. And I think the moral of the story here is you're obviously gonna need more than just existing. Maybe even more if he is the right guy. How is he even supposed to take you seriously when you say stuff like that? Oh, I only need to exist. Oh, yeah, sure, but no. As for you, I'm not gonna lower my standards, I'm not gonna settle. Well, should I? Why? Simply because you exist? Come on now.
I'll do anything for you if you pay me $100 for 3 hours.
$100 3 hours?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Clean my house then.
Really?
Yep.
For 3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
For $100?
Mm.
Even knowing this was most likely a joke, I can still say I don't think she ever saw a vacuum before. It's not a wheelbarrow, you don't just push it around.
This is a cheat code for men to attract women. And I wish that more of you knew this, because you're all relying on possessions, status, and your, I guess you can't say the S word on TikTok, your smexual prowess to do the job that something else entirely is supposed to be doing. So let me break it down for you. A man who is not trustworthy can never experience true femininity from a woman that really knows him, because she will always be guarded against the threat of his deception. And he in turn will resent and be turned off by the masculine defensive energy that she assumes in his presence. And more often than not, because of this, he'll seek other women who are naive to this dynamic, who are either grossly superficial or young and naive to it. Women who are totally incapable of really knowing him. But beyond the morality of simply not lying, cultivating honesty with oneself is tremendously stabilizing energy. Everyone we interact with internalizes this on one level or another. But women are especially keen to this because we are biologically programmed to seek safety above all. And like I said, status, possessions, prowess, those things may attract women, but safety, protection, and structure keeps a woman.
And this is the time when I usually get bored. She kept going, but it was just the same. Two things, cause she turned this into hacks for men on how to keep a baddie. It's absolutely fine to want a baddie, I just don't. So not only that I don't need your hacks, but I also don't care to listen, cause I guess I'm weird like that. I want a woman, not a baddie. And second, if you're looking for safety, then don't go for the bad boy. You're the one chasing status and money. Look for safety instead.
There is a tendency for basically very attractive men, high status men, to do really well on dating apps, to get a lot of attention from a lot of women, and then for the bottom chunk of men in terms of attractiveness to get none, to just get no matches whatsoever. And this is a tendency, it's called hypergamy, that women will tend to want to marry up socially. So they'll want to marry a man who is richer than them, better educated than them, more successful than them, etc. And the problem you end up with is that when you don't have a system of monogamous marriage and you don't have the expectation that people wait, there's really nothing stopping those men from just having loads of girlfriends, maybe having them at the same time, basically playing the field and not being forced to commit, because like no one expects them to really. And it's good fun for those men. It's frustrating for the women because they're having relationships with these men in the hope that it will turn into commitment, and then it never does. And it's also frustrating for the less attractive men who are getting no attention whatsoever.
So then we're not really talking about attractiveness, we're talking about status or money. And you're only using hypergamy as an excuse to go for the top 10%. By definition, if you're making 50 a year dating a guy that is making 100 a year, that still counts as hypergamy. So is that what you're looking for, or is it a more luxurious life that you cannot provide by yourself?
I just saw a video of some guy saying that women always regret the choice to divorce their husbands. Like later on, they always regret it. Never.
Well, good for you, that's you. And of course it's not all, that's just dumb. But that doesn't mean it's none either.
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, I'm officially divorced! Yes! Oh my god! I'm officially primary custodian of the kids. What about the child support? That's it? Tony, that's crazy. Why? Are you kidding me? Now all of this financial burden with my children is on me? This is not fair.
Girls, do you know the feeling of having a male friend and you just love them? Like you love them so much, but not like in a, boyfriend girlfriend way, but more like whenever he's around you just feel comfortable. You're like, it's gonna hurt when you lose him because you're gonna be in a relationship one day. It's just like you just love him. Like, can anyone explain me that? Like, why do I feel so good and comfortable whenever he's around? Like, he makes me laugh, he's just so funny, he looks good. But as I said, we're just friends. Like, do you know that feeling? You just love them. Like, you're just friends, but you love them. It's crazy to explain. It's like whenever they're like messaging you, you're like, oh, they messaged me, but not in a girlfriend-boyfriend way. More just like, I just love him, but like as a friend. Do you know what I mean? Am I crazy?
Yes, well, I mean, probably. See, I have a few friends and I love all of them, but not even once did I feel the need to say, well, not in a romantic way, but just as friends. Maybe you're not crazy, but you're in love. You should admit that and let him know, hoping he feels the same way, or wait until he finds someone else and then cry that it could have been you.
My married friends are like, you should enjoy being single, embrace it. The grass isn't always greener. Okay, maybe not, but I bet the inside of your wallet is. How is that dual income household treating you?
Probably pretty good. Well, in this economy, most definitely pretty good. But don't worry, like the first lady said, all you have to do is exist and the right one will come along. And no, of course I'm not saying you're only looking for a wallet, but you kind of did.
I feel like dating has become this really twisted version of musical chairs. We're all running around in circles waiting for the music to stop so we can slam down on a chair that's ours. So the music stops, we slam down in a chair, only to realize that you've actually landed on somebody else because they're still sitting in the chair and didn't want to get out of the game.
So don't get up and you got yourself a date. Problem solved. Alright, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.